we welcome now to the program Pooja Shaunak, Financial and Grant Manager, Sally Kate Winters Family Services, and Bruff Sanders, Mississippi Promise Act donor and previous board member. So we're talking about raising money here for Sally Kate Winters Family Services. Pooja, tell us how that's going.
It's going pretty well. Currently, we have Child Abuse Prevention Month in April. So we have a bingo event on the 19th, and we have this amazing SuperTalk experience and just more events. So donations include private donations, the Children's Promise Act of Mississippi, and anything else.
So the Children's Promise Act, help our audience understand what that's all about. That involves some tax credits.
Yes. So the Children's Promise Act you can donate to as an individual or a company, and you can only donate to a ECO, which is an eligible charitable organization, which Sally Kate Winters is, and they must provide services for children and families and licensed under CPS, which we are. And so once you donate, you have to donate a certain amount. I believe it's $1,500. But once you donate that amount or more, you can get tax dollar-by-dollar tax credit.
That's right, dollar-for-dollar tax credit. It's not a deduction, but a dollar-for-dollar reduction of your tax liability. So that's good stuff. And we should also want to pass on, it's SuperTalk 24. Text SuperTalk 24 to 41444 to make a donation. Bruff, you're in the banking business here in Golden Triangle, and just looking at your resume, man, you've been pretty active in the community. We appreciate that, serving on a number of boards, and including being on the board here at Sally Kate Winters Family Services. How important is this organization to the area, to the state of Mississippi?
Well, thanks for having me today, Gerard. It's vital to be involved where you live, and Sally Kate Winters does a service that I just don't think many understand the passion that the people working here have and what they do for children in our area. And I think that's vitally important. I was pleasure to serve on the board for several years with them. Still always glad to donate and participate, and that is a blessing for us. But it is really great, the services they do, the transitional living, the child protective services. I mean, they've got a passion, and we just need to help them in any way we can to do that.
And this organization relies exclusively on private donations. Is that correct?
It does, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we've been fortunate as Bank of Commerce to give the last 5 years since the inception of the Children's Promise Act. We've been able to give, and I may not have the exact amount, but Pooja may know, but I think it's close to $100,000 or $125,000 that we've given over the past 5 years for that. And of course, we give to other organizations too, but I think it's very worthy.
It's good legislation, wouldn't you say, Pooja? I mean, when you get a dollar-for-dollar credit, how can you go wrong with that?
Exactly. So you not only benefit, us nonprofits get help, as well as the donors.
Yeah.
So it's great.
So, and what a better way to invest your money than in the well-being of our children?
Exactly. And to talk about what Bruff mentioned about the employees here truly having the passion for it, I've only been here since early January, and you can really tell that the people that work here have the passion to help these children and families that come to us.
So do you personally talk to potential donors? Do you work with them directly, any at all, in raising money for the organization?
I personally don't reach out to them. That's usually our office assistant, Kelly, or other members of our staff. But I am the one who records those financials and just helps Kelly if she needs any additional help.
I see. So, Bruff, what about other members of the community? Do you? I'm sure you interact with them quite a bit, especially being on all these boards and being in the financial business. I know you talk to a lot of members of the community. What is kind of their opinion of this organization, and how willing are they to help financially and in other ways as well?
Gerard, I don't think if you ask anyone in our community, they're going to have anything bad to say about Sally Kate Winters.
Yeah.
I know other competitor banks in the community have donated and continue to donate. I know a lot of organizations in town that donate. Always when they have any of their events, it is a full event. Some years I know They have the bingo thing that's coming up, and that's a real big event. And I know I've donated and even hadn't made it to play bingo, which is the bad part of the whole thing. But I know that, like I said, if you ask people in our community, everyone's going to tell you that Sally Kate Winters is vital, and they're going to donate.
Yeah. So a charitable giving community that cares a lot about, again, the welfare of especially the children, which is who are mainly being served here, and families. That's what it's all about.
I think you'd find that in the state of Mississippi anywhere.
I totally agree with you. Pooja, what you said you've only been here since January working with the organization.
Yes.
What possessed you to enter this work?
I was actually working for a nonprofit before, but it was on a larger scale.
Yeah.
And here at Sally Kate, helping children and families that may not have the help and are struggling, that's something that really speaks to me. It's one of my passions in life. And when I came for my interview, I could just tell straight away that these people have a true heart for what they're doing. And that's what's different here at Sally Kate.
When you see success stories, when you see families reunite or children go through the experience here, and then they're put on their way to becoming productive adults, productive citizens, is that gratifying? Is that rewarding to you?
That is so rewarding. I've only been here for a few months, like I said, but I've heard these stories, and it truly brings tears to my eyes that I may not be on the front lines with them, but I can still help them in a way.
Yeah. Many of them will take up residence and stay right here in the West Point, the Golden Triangle area as well, right?
Right, exactly. And currently some of our TLP people or residents are still here, obviously, and just them getting used to our community also has them comfortable in staying here later.
Bruff, other than making just financial contributions to the organization, are there other things that members of the community can do to get involved with Sally Kate Winters?
I think there's always something that Sally Kate Winters can need help for. I mean, there's always a need for people to volunteer their time. I know several of the sororities at Mississippi State volunteer their time, come over here and do projects with the kids and with the Sally Kate Winters. If you want to be involved, there's an opportunity here. You just need to come down and talk with them.
Well, that's a good point. How important is it that you're just a few miles away from a major university in our state, and also a community college as well, because there seems to be a pretty strong connection.
It is. I'd be lost to tell you I know the exact sorority, but I know that one sorority has adopted Sally Kate Winters, and Pooja, you may want to name the sorority, but
Kappa Deltas.
Kappa Delta.
KDs.
KD is adopted Sally Kate Winters, and I know they do projects every year with Sally Kate Winters and always come over and do Christmas with the kids, and that's always a big deal.
Plus, we've talked to folks on the faculty at the Department of Human Development and Family Science. That seems like that would be pretty important as well to the work being done here.
Exactly. It plays a huge part in all the volunteers that we get, and especially having, like you said, Mississippi State really close to us.
You know, obviously the organization, Bruff, serves a lot of families and a lot of children, but there are a lot more that we don't even know about.
It is unbelievable. Serving on several different boards, several different things you've seen, you just don't really know what is going on in your community until you get out there and you actually get into it and look and see. I mean, there are kids in our community that are dealing with abuse. There are kids in our community that are dealing with no bed to sleep on. There are kids that are dealing with all kinds of different things. They're trying to figure out where their next meal is coming from. And it's our responsibility to take care of those kids, because just what you said, they're our future.
And so, Pooja, if we can intervene, as is the case with Sally Kate Winters, I guess you could say before it's too late, I mean, you're really changing the path of lives in doing so.
Exactly. Most of these kids that come to us, they're fairly young and in those crucial years. And so just being able to be that stability that they need is very crucial in their lives.
Yeah, you just wonder what would happen if it weren't for Sally Kate Winters Family Services becoming apprised of a situation and getting involved and applying the services they do, the therapies and so forth, and the other services just to get them on the right track. What would happen without that?
Exactly. I mean, they already have either a difficult home life or whatever their situation is, so we can step in and be that, and hopefully they grow to be good adults in this world.
Yeah.
The good thing is we don't have that. We don't have to worry about that. We have Sally Kate Winters.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
awesome.
And they have the support to stay on.
Pooja, Bruff, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate it, and appreciate all the great work that Sally Kate Winters does and your affiliation with it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having
Gerard,
us.
thanks for having us.
Folks, we're stepping aside for a break right now.